That was a joke. I'm going to let this stream hang out here for a few minutes, and hopefully we get a couple more people watching. But in the meantime, let's run some business cards. It would have helped if I had Lightburn up and running. But that's no problem. Hello, Old Path and Woodworker Gene. Gonna run a business card here with the fiber laser. Now let's try it. Hey, Papa. This is a two-shaded business card. Can't tell it, but that's white. And then that's gray. There, you can tell that. Focus. Come on, camera. Got a few different colors of these I'm going to do. I mostly have to do the back sides of them. I worked on getting the time of these down. This side is 18 seconds. So it's pretty speedy. And here's the red. Now the back side takes a little longer. I'll show you that one. Takes longer because it's got that big QR code to produce. Well, I'm going to experiment right now. Hello, lynch reptiles. I'm going to see if I get the same quality if I increase my line spacing, and it'll make it fly compared to the last run. Now, we'll see if the second pass takes care of that jagged edges. And if it does, that got that time down to 23 seconds on that side. Let me put my readers on and I'll be able to tell. Yeah, that looks good. So front and back of a business card, and let's see, 18 plus 23. Oh, Rich said he was going to be a guest on a stream tonight, but he didn't tell me which one, and I didn't know what time. He just let me know the software was free. That's pretty funny. So I do have a question for you guys. Now that we've got a few more people to provide opinions. Oh, you haven't saw the blue one yet. Blue was the color he wanted, but I thought I'd throw in some extras. Let me run this, then I'll show you the axe. So I have this carpenter axe that I polished up a little bit, made it look nice and pretty. So it's nice and smooth. So anyway, I'm going to take viewer suggestions, see what you guys thought I should engrave on this. You know, whether it's Celtic, Viking, some other theme, and see what we can come up with. Then I can just do it live. Jig for the cards. That is. I always forget the name of it. I need to just engrave the name of it right on there. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. I cannot find it. Hold on. I'm looking. Dang, it starts with a 7, I think. It's like 704, 713. I cannot remember it. I'll find it. I'll find it and let you know for sure. Any thoughts on that axe? Because I have Illustrator ready that I have a template. So all I got to do is just plug in some graphics. And I was trying to come up with the concept for a different axe, or one that has this. Whoops. One that has this shape, and I have I filled a shield in on that, but I don't like it because it gets cut off. But the shield on this would fill it out and look pretty cool. And then here's kind of a Viking theme. I've got all these different Viking things, but I'm just not sure what to do with this. So I'm kind of going away from Viking and trying to think what else could I do. So I thought some hive mind from you guys out there. Yep, Brandon, that is. Those are your cards. Let's go back to those. Do some more backs. Now we're thinking of what's put on the axe. I'm going to do the Viking axe, the Viking theme on a different axe. So I'm going to have to totally rethink it. I did have, let's see. I was playing around with Chat GPT and had it create me a crazy geometric pattern. I mean, that's not suitable for tracing. It probably wouldn't turn out very good, but um, that was another idea I had, just messing around. Yeah, with the proliferation of fiber lasers, that there's been a proliferation of Viking themed axes. Bunch of skulls, mass grave type thing. Yeah, yeah. Probably not that dark, because I might end up giving it away or selling it. But then again, if I sold it, somebody would certainly enjoy that style. It's looking really good. Let's see. Do a different color again. Oh no, that's a good suggestion. I've saw that done on several things. It always looks cool. Anyone? Anyone? Let's go back to, let me see, what'd you say? Celtic, no, it's tribal type. I'll ask ChatGPT for a tribal type pattern, tribal geometric pattern. Man, that is fast. Never gets old watching it. Let's see. Okay, here is a suggestion for a tribal type geometric pattern. So what I'm going to do is copy this because I still need, I'll need another copy of it. And then grab that and grab this. And what's it doing? I know what the problem is. Let me get him a Pathfinder. Expand, merge. Why is it not making a clipping mask? Is that a compound path? Yes, it is. There's the problem. Now we'll be able to get it to work. All right, there's that. What do you think of that? It's tribal-ish, geometric. I'll give you a little bit to think about that one. Oops. Any thoughts on the tribal pattern? If it wouldn't take, well, I thought about even trying a photo. Oh, I'm open to suggestions. I would just want to see what you guys would want to see. I want to do what you guys would want to see. So you're saying add a border around it, inset it from the edge. All right, let's see. Head over to Illustrator here. All right, so there's that. Let me bring that to the front. Make the border a little bit bigger. So you're talking something like that. Which is doable. All right, now it's all merged. Select the white with the black. White. So that's what we would end up engraving. Just Control Z back out of it. Then we can definitely make that bigger. There you go. Now this template would just have to match perfectly on this axe. And after I've ground it away a little bit, it might not match perfectly. We could see. Did you know that you can just cut and paste this stuff from Illustrator right into Lightburn? Or copy and paste? So let me expand this again. No. So expand. We'll expand this one. And grab them both. And then do expand again. Because normally if you don't expand enough times, that's when it gets you. And I always click the merge button at least 3 times on the Pathfinder. There, a 4th time and it still did stuff. Select the white, delete it. Start a new Lightburn window. I'm going to copy. And here's Lightburn. Paste it, and there it is. Now, for some reason, I didn't expand quite right. That's weird. In that case, make it all in the black layer, then it should work. So that's what it would look like. I've played around with it, and I've got it to do some patterns before. What's up, Jerry? How are you doing? And the patterns seem to do okay. What do you think? Should we go with this? This right here. There we are, port 12. Let's see. So I got both fiber lasers on. I just had to make sure I had the ports set correct. All right, if you guys think it's good, that's what we're going to go with. Hey, Farthead, that is really fun to say. I love it. Meantime, I can do another business card for the newcomers. I think it'll look pretty decent. And for you folks just joining, let me run the front of a business card so you can see that in action. Harold, I believe that. Jack is a good role model. Everyone should follow him. So this is a two different shades on those business cards on the front. Let me just do the back again. Try not to get confused on what button to hit start and what not to hit. All right, and let me go back to Illustrator. And the reason I kept this template, which for some reason, yeah, it's a compound path. Let me release that. All right, so then I'm going to ungroup them. I'm going to get rid of this inner line. And then I'm going to get rid of the fill. And then I'm going to copy this, Control C. And then head back to Lightburn, Control V. That is 148.311, so I'll change this to the same. I'm gonna hit P to center that one and P to center that one. All right, so now I can use that. I'll switch it to toolpath and then use it for framing. Let's see, frame. And contour. All right, we need to go bigger. I'll get the camera switched over here in a moment. It's way too big. All right, that's close. Make it 4 millimeters. Frame it. All right, it's pretty close there. Let me move the camera. right, now you can see that. It's not perfect though, but it's close. I think I'm just going to go with it right there and see how it does. Maybe shrink it 1 more millimeter. That way it's back from the blade. That looks pretty good right there, actually. I'd say that's close. Might not be perfect. It's the template's not perfect, but we'll see what happens. We'll close that. And then this is now 158.138. So let me select that one. 158.138. And there we go. Exact same size. Turn off output there. I'll just grab them both and hit frame. Blackness business card's easier to see, typically. All right, that looks pretty good. Yes, that is the perimeter of the axe head. Oh, so how deep do I want to make this? That is the question. Now I need to double check my focus. Got the 200 lens, so I've got a little bit of room to play with the depth. Let's see, I'm going to run a 0.032 line spacing. I'm here, let me get you over if you want to see the settings. 4,085 power, frequency 40, Q pulse of 500. Nope. I'm on the 120 watt, so the frequency at which it makes the most power is 80. 500 Q pulse, 0.032. Scan angle 45 passes 3. We're going to increase that. Start with 10. There's our angle increment. Should be good to go. And cross your fingers. Yes, Jack, that's the 120. So 120 watts divided by the peak pulse, which is 1.5, equals 80. So that's how you get the frequency. So you run that at the maximum Q pulse, which is 500, and you get a frequency of 80, at which to extract the most power to the max peak pulse. Looks like I got my focus right where it needed to be because it's handling the curve pretty well. See, it's burning off the oil I put on it. Suck that smoke out of here. Watts divided by peak pulse equals frequency. And while that's running, I will go ahead and do the backs of some more business cards. I chose to run this one at higher power at 85, but then run it at a high speed just to help eliminate sometimes too much power will burn up the steel. So we're not getting any real charred edges. It's looking good. Well, I don't know if mine always look good, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I try. I've spent a lot of seat time practicing. I could probably walk out and grab 8 or 10 axes that I've engraved. They're just hanging around here in the shop, in the basement. Now, I did make a mistake. I forgot to put air blowing over this. That's all right. I'll add it now. And with air moving across it, even if it's just these little fans running, it will increase the depth and quality of your engraving on metal. Think of it as the difference adding oxygen to a torch does. I actually make and sell an air assist kit that you can hook up to a compressor. I usually use that, but to keep the noise down, I'm using 2 USB powered AC Infinity fans. I also have a 24 volt fan that I can plug in, and it moves a lot of air. So what are we thinking? More than 10? I think another 10 would look good, actually. Go deep or go home. Yep. Its initial run is 10 passes, so I think this might be the last one. I think I might do 10 more. And then run a couple passes of my black setting and turn it black so it'll have the contrast of the black and the shiny. Nope, this is the last one. Yeah, I'm thinking this will look nice on the wall. Or someone's wall. I've got enough axes hanging around that I don't need anymore. Yes. Yep. I'll have the laser turn it black. It'll be black, and then add some rust resistance and make it look nice and pretty. After this pass, I'm going to run a cleaning pass anyway. Oh, dang, it's still going. Lightburn said it was done. It's just catching up. Here, I grabbed a few for you. While that's finishing up. This is my West Virginia themed axe. We got the New River Gorge Bridge representing Bridge Day. One side, little West Virginia in the sun. And this is a thrower. I throw this one. And then my wife designed this West Virginia theme here on the back. So I had her draw it. Come on. And then I traced it. And then engraved it. And then I had a custom handle made for it. And this is the one I throw. Let's see. I made a pair of, it's a set, sun and moon axes. That one's, if you can't see the sunshine, be the sunshine. You put some suns and moons on the handles. Then here's a fancy sun. And then the companion to that one, here's the moon side. There's the moon and the stars and a wolf howling on a mountain. And then here's the other side. Embrace the darkness to see the light. We've been sitting in the basement. It's got a little rust on it. Then did this handle. And here's another throwing axe. It's called the Flying Fox. It's the model of the axe. The fox is the wolf who brings flowers. And that says stay wild, throw better. And it's a flying fox. Okay, That has finished up. Let's do a cleaning pass. So the cleaning pass will brighten it up and help get some dust and stuff off of there. Oh, whoops. I was on the wrong light burn. No, these were originally made by Nua Laser, and then I've modified them to put different laser sources in them. Souped them up a little bit. So I have an 80 doing the business cards and a 120 working on the axe. Clean up pass. Here we go. Think of this as sweeping the dust off. I gotta make sure I don't bump this thing with the cord. But I want to show you. Do you think we need to go deeper? Or leave it at 10? I almost ruined it. The cord almost bumped the axe. I think the 10 is deep. I think the 10 is deep enough. Then I keep going back and forth. J-Bake, do you think deeper would look great? Yeah, it wouldn't look bad. All right, we'll go another. Let's do 5 and check on it after 5. So I slowed it down from 4,000 to 3,000, and I wanted you to see the difference. As you can see, it's way more aggressive just by slowing it down that much. Once it's filled in all black, I think it'll look pretty sharp. And my plan was just to get one side done during this live stream, and then I'll finish the other side up later. It looks like it's removing a decent amount more material per pass. I was even thinking to myself, no pun intended. Thanks, Dwayne. How are you doing this evening? So this is 3. After this one, 2 more. No, stick with the pattern since this axe is polished. So I want those to remain nice and shiny, the untouched areas. If this wasn't polished axe and I was going to do a 2-tone axe, then I might end up doing that. Great. I still got to get your the patron keychain mailed out. I ended up doing that live stream on Sunday and then didn't get around to it, and worked Monday, Tuesday, and was gone half the day today. And it's back to work tomorrow. The challenge will be remembering what I did on this side and doing the same thing on the other side. On the other side, I might do it in reverse. Not reverse, but the negative. Joanne, I'll send it to you. If anybody else wants it, just send me an email, sales@lightsource.pro, and I will reply with the pattern. It will show up in your email box soon, Dwayne. Thank you, Kevin. I'm going to make it more awesomer here in just a few minutes. Okay, we'll do a cleanup and then run black. It's already looking pretty. The next setting I'm going to run is called Fast. I call it Fast Black. It runs a really tight line space, but much faster than what other folks' black settings I've came across or ran. Faster than those. But you have to have a JPT MOPA to be able to use it. It's a speed of 1500, power 25, interval 0.008, Q pulse of 90, frequency of 200. Now, hopefully, once that engraved part is black, it really makes the silver pop and gives it at least the appearance of depth. So my setting just runs this twice. Clean up pass. Yes, this is the 120. .120 with a 200 lens. So it'll run this twice. And the second pass really, it darkens it up. Those settings would still be close. Maybe up the power to 35, but it should be pretty close. Yes, Dwayne, it's in there and running. That's what I was using for the business cards earlier. I have to show you what I did. There wasn't enough room inside to actually get it in there comfortably and leave enough room for airflow. So I used Velcro and Velcroed the power supply unit for the laser to the side of because it's an all-in-one. I Velcroed it to the side and just ran the cables out, and it will run at full power without shutting off. It's getting plenty of airflow, and the power supply seems very happy too. While that's running, I'll show you. Let's get a close-up of that first. So there's the 120. And here's the 80 crammed inside of that. And there's the 48 volt power supply on the side. Velcro works just fine. I have all the connections hidden, and there's no risk of touching the live wire. Come on, snap in there. Even though I call it fast black, it's still slow. and now it's just getting into the long part. It will be 2 passes. Sorry, this part's kind of boring. Wish I could speed it up more. I will be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom. I haven't been to Bridge Day in a really long time. No, you stay down. That was the cat. Last thing I need her to do is jump on the laser. Thanks, Rich. How are you doing? Hope your stream went well. So we came up with the pattern live and did all the framing and adjustment and engraving live. We just kind of wing it. All right, there's first pass. Now we'll get second pass done. No cat. Where that first pass darkens it up, it makes the metal more reactive to the laser on the second pass, so it really helps darken it up. You can run more passes, of course. Oh yeah, she's wanting attention. I keep trying to push her away. And I'm not the cat person in the house, but for some reason she likes to stick with me. Actually, on this particular steel, it's turning up blue. You can actually see that on the screen. A random pattern that I had ChatGPT generate. Might just get a little blend of different shades running through the whole rainbow of steel annealing. Or tempering, I should say. But if you ever have something like this happen and you don't like it, just run your cleaning pass again, run it a couple times, bring it back to that white silver finish, and then adjust your settings and try again. This is the same setting I used on the saw blade last week to do the numbers in black. So again, it just shows you how different steel reacts. It actually looks green to the right of the blue. It looks pretty cool. It's interesting, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to run something to darken it up and make it black. I'll adjust it. Let's see. Well, normally this turns the steel black. Yes, there's some variation from the difference in focus, but because it's not turning black, it's due to the variation in the steel. Thanks, Robert. All right, I'm going to try a different one. We'll see what happens. The more I look at this pattern, the more I like it. I'll definitely reuse that. A lot of times I'll start down this road and then just start changing settings until I get a look that I like, save that setting, and come back to it later and try it on other steel and see what happens. Yeah, it's annealing. I guess the technical term is tempering. But yeah, annealing. Yeah, if anybody wants that pattern, just email me and I'll send it to you. I'll run this one twice and see how it does. Yeah, the name I gave this particular setting I'm running now is Black and Shiny. It runs a speed of 300, power of 20, interval of 0.02, Q pulse of 200, and a frequency of 100. So you could run this on most lasers. And so it didn't take quite as long as forever. I ran it at a flood fill. It's interesting watching how Lightburn picks out where to do its flood fills first. I'm starting to get tired. Although you could fall asleep to it running these flood fills. It fell off the axe right there. Okay, Dwayne, I'll take a look at it. Just when you think, oh, it missed the spot, it comes back and gets it. Yeah, Gene, I have an early start tomorrow too. I need to get to bed soon. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, you never know how those stepper drivers are going to behave. This is looking better, but it's still not consistent. Even in the same focus areas, it's not a consistent finish. So it's going to need at least a second pass. I think I might try something totally different. Oh, it's nice and shiny. It has a nice smooth finish to it. Good night, farthead. It's so fun to say. Almost there. All right. I want to see what this does. Oh, I like the Y files. Good call, Jack. I was wanting to see if I could get it to go gold. See what it looked like. And so far, I'm liking it. It's a channel on YouTube, Dwayne. Look up the Y files. You'll have hours and hours of entertainment. I mean, besides the LA Hobby Guy, it's my favorite channel on YouTube. Why is the what files? Is that what you asked? Why is the what files? I like hecklefish and all his innuendos. They make me laugh. I think I'm going to take this axe right off of the laser bed and clean it and call this side done. This looks really neat in person. Yep, Hecklefish, he's always got his beavers working for him. Moving it. We'll see how this turns out. Magic eraser with oil on it. It's got a pretty cool look to it. Don't focus on me. So it maintained its shininess. And it's got the bronze. I think I'll do the other side reverse and then just make it a different color. But this has a different look to it. I like it. Something that's not ordinary. Give it a spritz with the barricade, so keep it from rusting. When I do the other side, I'll end up clear coating it. It's actually cleaning some of the gunk off of it too. Whatever this Ace brand Carpenter hatchet is made out of, I don't recall. It's a good contrast with the bronze and the silver. It looks better in person than what it is on the camera, just with all the reflections. And I can see some of that. All right, there's one axe engraved, one side of an axe engraved. All right, I'm going to wind this thing down. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I'm going to get ready for bed so I can go to work tomorrow. So, how deep? About that deep, I guess. Still hot. But probably so, Paul. Bet they do. So I know Lowe's typically carries East Wings, and they're with the metal handles. Typically. All right. I think I'm going to go watch the Wild Owls, then get a little snack, and then go to bed. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I do appreciate it, and have a great Thursday. You're over the hump. So I'll see you in the next one.